Okay, well, it looks like we just went live and the power went out. So hopefully I will still be here in a minute. We will see. Um, oh my goodness. So, how is everyone? Namaste. Happy full moon. Let me know if you're here. Say hi. Let me know if you hear me. And hopefully, it says we're live. So I'll just keep talking. We're going to have this noise. Ah, hi, Susan. Happy new moon. Okay, good. Well, there's some interesting tech happening, but not surprising. We're in the dark. um, I used to really early on in my days of understanding energy and thinking about the moon and its phase or its position making a difference in my life or maybe having better energy at certain times and not at other times. It was primarily I was focused on supposedly I'm still live. I don't know how, but yeah. So, but I really felt focused in the new moon on the aspect of it's dark. It is not dark as in bad, but you are in the dark. So, when you have the opportunity to be exactly. That's what I'm wondering too. My honey bunny has come to try to assess the situation for me. Just don't do anything that interrupts the internet, please. Chris. Chris.
Yeah, I understand.
Um, Hi, Danny Marie. I'm so glad. So I really focused on that aspect. And one of the reasons is you always relate to things. The light is back. Let there be light. Don't touch anything. It's all good. Somehow we stayed live during that whole thing. So who knows? Thank you. I always do a lot of magic. I spent nice long walk on a absolutely gorgeous beach today. Just perfectly clear, silent, calm, just nothing. Just it was amazing. And the energy is always different. So at your state, oh, I didn't even put this on. Good heavens. So I kept having one weird tech issues after another. So um, your state of consciousness, where you're coming from, who you believe you are, what you believe is true in the world, even if you have a sense that I think it's possible for me to change how I think about myself and therefore, right, change my life. But you don't change things by going after what's outside of you. You change who you are in here. And then everything has to reflect. It's a law. So when you find you are attracting a lot of blocks, like the internet this morning, um, I didn't really worry about is there something inside of me that's causing this block? We're in the new moon. And the new moon means that the sun and the moon are not showing us, right? They're the moon is in the dark. It's not radiating light. If we follow suit, if we go into the dark, if we go in and to our inner self, if we go into our sacral, or if we go into our shadow world, or however you want to perceive it, it isn't necessarily the bad. It could be the womb. It could be the soft mother. Oh, I'm just going to go relax. I used to go home to my mom's house, drive 8 hours in the middle of the night during college when I was just like, oh, I've had it, I've had it all. And I would just crash on her couch. I mean, there was a bedroom, but it was like being in the presence of the mother. I felt safe. I felt taken care of. She'd come put a blanket on me. If I woke up and wanted food, she'd be like, here, I made this for you. You know what I mean? So in the moon, in the dark moon, the new moon, it's new only because we're imagining that the cycle of the moon, approximately 30 days, 13 moons, is going in a year, is going through a cycle that we're going through. And we know that it pulls, believe me, I live on the beach, it pulls water. So it's pulling the water in your body, it's pulling your emotional field. solar plexus. Okay, it's pulling all the liquids. That means your cerebral spinal fluid. That means the fluids that go into your brain or the things that the glands secrete. All of these things are going into a new phase. Now, when you have a new moon, you have about 2 weeks to work with these energies. It's not the new moon. Today is the peak. And so it's the strongest now, but you didn't miss out on anything. Okay. You're going to feel it easily 3 days before if you're super psychic, sensitive, waking up, aligned, whatever you want to call it. You'll feel these things way in advance. I'm already having my eclipse experience, and we've got several weeks until the first eclipse happens. So, what we want to do is recognize the darkness as not something to fear. Recognize the darkness as something to respect, not out of fear, out of the fact that it can heal us, it can birth us, it can create something new. Just like in a womb, just like in a sacred center, right? In that cave, in the hibernation. This is the darkness. This is the seed in the earth. This is Ishel. Ishel, if you've been around, you know is the name of my cat, is the name of my house, and is the name of the most well-known Maya goddess. And she is the mother of the moon, the rainbow of women, fertility. She holds the rabbit, which is a symbol of fertility, but also there is a rabbit in the moon. It's not a man. So if you've never seen that, start looking for the rabbit in the moon. Once you see it, I can't ever unsee it. It made sense to me. It was like, oh, I feel like I see the moon, the full moon, not the new moon, that you could talk to her. So Ishel is also Mother Earth, but a very specific aspect of the earth. The crust, the surface, the minerals, the dirt, the roots, the waters, okay? And then there's Grandmother Jaguar, who is in the center of the earth, Ishmukane. And she is Grandmother Jaguar, the grandmother that takes you and does the transformation. So they actually carved her like sitting on a big throne or a big chair, a little pillar, almost a pedestal in the earth. And you are the light warrior, and you are up here, you are doing things, but you have accumulated ego. Okay. And so that ego is making it hard for you to see or feel your true self, or to hear the fairies or the wind or the moon, or to wake up with the feeling that, oh, I love my body. I love myself. I'm in the right place at the right time. What does this day hold for me? I'm ready for magic and miracles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. Why is it everyone on the planet doesn't get up like that? Because we have lived through very interesting times. They're ending. They're ending in a big show, a big expansion. Unfortunately, this is another thing I'm going to have Chris fix, is my background remains blurred. So I have a beautiful altar for you, but you can't see it. So I have this is for our Mayan retreat. This is Sibyl Shaltun. And we're going to be here experiencing this exact thing. And the equinox, sunrise. It is a third eye and a whole brain, that whole eye gland activation for new vision. So what does the heart of the mother do? This is when we want to go deep in the dark moon. Well, the moon representing that sacred feminine, the moon representing your wants, your emotions. Then if you go deep into the earth and you say, grandmother, I would love this if you would take my heart, if you would take my ego, if you would take my darkness and my fear and these patterns I keep repeating, and take these things for me, please, and transform them. Okay? We can transmute That's Ishel. She's the composter, right? And she pulls out, she pans for the gold, just like I've been telling you, right? She takes all of the bleh, maybe that shadow, that darkness, you don't need to know what it is. So the new moon is only new because we call it a cycle of about 30 days. And for 2 weeks between the new moon and the full moon, we have this energy being gifted to us today because of the certain friends that came to the party. So we look at where's the moon, and the moon is at 9 degrees Pisces. What does that mean? Pisces. Well, if you are a Pisces or you're familiar with some aspects of the zodiac, give me a second to clear my throat. Pisces is a sign of the zodiac, and you can be born in that sign or have it in your moon or your rising sign. You can have Pisces affecting you in many ways. So you might want to contact Donna Stellhorn. I have her on here a lot, donnastellhorn.com. She will send you for free your chart. Just say, hi, I'm a friend of Nan's, and here's my birthday, my time, and whatever. And I would love my chart. So, excuse me, also make sure that you watch the show we did earlier this week with her on Venus, because Venus, so excuse me. We're just going to do a little clearing. That helped a lot. I did a little toning to get my throat going. Hopefully you can hear this. This is a heart chakra. So just take a minute to come present into our temple. Thank you for reminding us. So we're going to be very present in this moment, in this sacred new moon, because in this beautiful space, we have a beautiful and profound, deep opportunity to all of those things. I was getting downloaded with many words at once. The word that stood out the most was compost. We have an opportunity in the new moon to compost. What does that mean? If you've ever had a compost pile, I've had many of them, or a compost bucket, we still have one in the sink. You take your vegetables, your fruit, your coffee grounds, your eggshells that you don't need, and you put them together. And you don't add any artificial trash, and it will naturally start to decay. It becomes food for the earth. Sometimes you go to the gardening store and you buy compost or you buy fertilizer. So everything that's ever made in form is made from thought, intention, and energy. It comes through spirit, through you. You are divine and you're human. You are one. If you are here with me, you are Maya. Maya means chosen ones. It doesn't mean the color of your skin or your DNA lineage. It means that you're called by your heart back to the truth, and you come into your body with honor You come into the earth with honor, and you realize that you're divine and you're human every day in every way. We weren't raised this way in these bodies, but we can become one with that energy, that memory, those ancestors, that magic, that understanding. When we come, take a deep breath, fill your heart, your body, stand up, let your heart open, and let that breath go. We ask to activate our light bodies at optimal speed for us at this time. All around and within, the spiral of the rainbow medicine comes through you and to you, from above to below, and down your central channel, balancing in perfect harmony, masculine, feminine, spiritual, material, magnetic, negative, and positive, yin and yang, above and below, within and without. I am human, I am divine. Now just sit gently down deeper into your belly and down deeper now, asking permission to enter your sacral center. We are here on this beautiful new moon, and we give great thanks, Ishel, great moon and mother goddess. Bring your rainbow medicine into me. Gift me with the full color spectrum, all the harmonies, all the frequencies, all the colors with which to paint my life. I ask to be cleansed and cleared. And in this darkness, acknowledge, love, accept all that I have done, been, everything I have feared, believed, everything I have denied, destroyed, all that I perceive, good, bad, ugly, and beautiful. I ask for it all to come forward in this beautiful, dark, sacred space. Bring it into your hands and offer them as if you are laying them into the dirt, laying them into a beautiful, it's just a small, round space. It's lined with crystals and seeds, herbs, flowers. It is a beautiful altar in the earth, and Ishel is asking you to place all that no longer serves you here. Just like taking out the compost. This is the peel of the potato. This is the peel of the orange. This is the skin of the ginger root. These are things that do not serve my physical body, but they can serve to take away, to gift, or to feed. Everything that has come to be a part of this world that I have co-created enjoys, cycles, recycles, is born and reborn, transmutes and transforms, and then transfigures, then is reborn. The time of the shedding is here. The divine sacred serpent is stirring in your sacred cells, in your sacred center. You can feel your tailbone, your coccyx, like a rattle tail, shaking just a little, signaling your wisdom, signaling your awakening, even in the darkness, even in the darkness. This new moon asks you to please open and allow that which no longer serves you, that which you have judged, hidden, or hid from, Simply allow it to come up from you with love and grace, and softly place it into the body of Mother Earth. You see that this beautiful space filled with seeds and crystals and shapes and flowers, as you place your energies in there that are ready for transmutation, they begin to drain away the dark liquids of illusion. That what you thought it meant. I was wrong. I was a failure. They were the blame. This happened. That happened. I can't. I won't. I wish. Why didn't? Disappointment, craving, addiction, all of it. It just drains away as if she's drinking it, and she is. She says, please feed me this. This is my magic. This is my purpose. I am the moon and I am the rainbow bridge. I am the earth and I am the sacred minerals that feed your body. I am the water that comes from above and below through your body. And I am the rainbow that feeds your every thought and your every breath. Give me all of it. It drains in. And what is left, you see, gems, gold nuggets, all different colors, sizes, and shapes. As the darkness, as the fear, as the shame and the blame and the regret, as it all comes up and out, thank you, thank you, thank you, ease, grace. Let it rise within. Release, release, release. Now, stay there, enjoy this, watch, feel the energies. As you free yourself from this, keep relaxing. Notice, are your shoulders lighter? Is your neck more loose? Are you able to stand taller? Do you feel your heart expanding? Do you feel your arms as if they are free? Ishel, Pachamama, Gaia, Mother Earth, non-loom, come. I dance with you. I thank you. My body is yours to cleanse, to heal, to renew. In this dark, soft womb with you, I am willing to exude my deepest darkness, to no longer hold secrets from myself, to become all the divine, the feminine, the sacred, the ancient, the future, the mysteries. I am the mysteries. Now you notice that this little hole that started out the size of the hands that you could hold your gift in has become an enormous hole, and you climb inside. Now the rains come. The rains come from the sacred serpent, the wisdom. This is the ancient wisdom. Feathers and drops of crystal light fall on your head, blessing you. Filling this space, you now float. You are purified. You are weightless. I accept the gifts of this divine moon. We call on the dolphins. We call on their gifts. We call on everything they have given us and everything they have offered, and all of the frequencies and love they have infused the waters with. I receive and I accept. Recalibrate and help me to release and access those deepest, darkest parts. I am ready to walk in my sacred I am ready to walk embodying my magic. I am ready to live in my vision of love, peace, harmony, and grace, now and here, and all else leaves. I hold the stars in my hands. I have come down. I am that I am. I now float in these divine waters. I am the earth. I am the mother. Ishmukane, come, transform my heart, transmute. I hand you this mask. I hand you that mask. I am giving you everything. I call to Venus. I call to all those divine portals lining up ahead of me. I am here, dark, soft, loving mother, the womb of the moon, to plant my sacred seeds of light, and they are buried deep within me. I know that my prosperity codes live deep in the secrets that I have kept. I call on the sacred snake, my own divine wisdom, to shed that which holds me and binds me from knowing my magic, my wisdom, my purpose, accepting my love, my new desires, my new magic, my new light, my new dreams. These are within me. I plant these soul seeds of divine light here. And I call as the stars are reflected in the waters around me, still and pure. I feel the vibrations of the earth beneath me coming up into my root. I call the masters of light, Kukulkan Hunapku. I call to Mother Ishel. I call to Athena, to Isis, and to Horus, to open our eyes to the new. We are ready to plant the seeds. We call on the Hathors to bring in the love. We call on all of the sacred women, the diviners, the healers, the medicine women, the leaders. We call on those sacred women, the midwives of spirit, of vision, of civilizations. We call on those who speak with the animals, the spirits, the moon, the trees, and the wind. We wish for your powers to come back to us. We ask the masters of light to be here. Infuse these waters. Infuse my body, mind, spirit. Infuse, guide, and remind me of my gifts. And let it be. I open my heart. Let it be. I open my arms. And let it be. I open my mind. Now you feel around you the most beautiful gathering of the divine feminine, the dolphins, the turtles, the jaguar, the rabbit, white buffalo calf woman, Nike. We call on Persephone to guide us in the dark. We call on Inanna. We call on the butterfly goddess, Ishtapapotle. Black obsidian mirrors are everywhere. In the dark, you know the difference between the mirror and the wall and the illusion. We call on the powers of our intuition in this Pisces new moon to raise our frequencies, our receivers, and our receptors. Venus, Aphrodite, the divine, bring us back aligned with our sacred feminine powers. In this new cycle of the new moon, at the beginning and the ending of everything, I release all that no longer serves me into this transformative journey. My intuition and my senses are coming alive, expanding. Thank you, Jupiter. I accept Mars, action, coming forward as I go within. I set no intentions. I free my trust and my heart to hold the vision, to be prepared to go on this journey through portal after portal, eclipse, equinox, retrogrades. I'm planting the seeds and choosing and designing my future, reviewing and realizing how much I've grown in the last 6 months. How much has shifted? Who was I? Who was I? Do I still believe that's who I am? I am not. Shed it now. Shed it now. Shed it now. I'm going within. I'm trusting. I'm finding the seeds that I keep are clearly remaining in the bowl of plenty. I have the strength to move forward. Day after day, Mars is growing. The lunar eclipse is opening a portal, and Venus is coming closer and closer and closer and closer. Feel the natural rhythms of your soul. These are cosmic rhythms. As the dark heaviness you've carried, your shoulds, your can'ts, your won'ts, let all of those identities go now. You don't have to know how. Let the waters and the earth, the rhythm of your soul, continue to express, and now feeling more and more harmony moment by moment. There is a little more harmony, lifting you, expanding you, purifying you. You sense a new wave of conscious awareness. You sense that you are standing on the shores of the most transformative part of the year. March and April, I will not be the same. Who will I be? What will I do? The seeds begin to light up within you. They move forward to you. Jupiter says, I cannot expand until you let go and turn a new direction. This new moon, 9, completion, Pisces, intuition and flow, surrender to the deeper and deeper levels. Those are the levels flowing with truth. Surrender to the waters, surrender to the earth. Jupiter stands in the way and says, turn a new direction, and then I will give you good fortune. I will expand. The mother, the mother, the mother, the home, the comfort, Mars direct in Cancer, 5 planets in Cancer. Now is the time. You see, oh, I try new things. I go new places. I plant new seeds. Yes, yes, I understand now. Now infuse yourself with all the masters of light have brought you and taken. See and feel as if you have had a bath of 10,000 years and 10 million lifetimes. You begin to say, I spent last year reviewing and recalibrating, wondering about all that I have done. Now I am new. Where are my decisions and actions coming from? How have I shifted? Be inside of you and watch what motivates you to take action, because there's nothing blocking you now. Heart-centered action, true soul-level desires. All that you've been through with the family now is going through the final rebirthing and emerging. You're going to be with Mars, walking over the next 2 months, gaining strength, coming back to your direct forward motion instead of spiraling backwards and looking. Now, creativity can rise. And as we have the final completion with Pisces as the last sign of the zodiac, the energy becomes very inspiring. Feel your seeds glowing. Let go of needing to know anything about them and focus emerging only with the energy of inspired action and creativity. Slowly, slowly now. Feel the moon, the earth, Ishel. Feel how beneath you the heart of the mother has been taking all of this down, composting, transmuting, changing, and then sending back to you exactly the nourishment, light, and love that's optimal for you. Thank you, I receive. And take a moment to see and feel, are you really receiving? Receive deeper. Receive in more ways. Relax your shoulders and your body. Allow the energies to come directly up through your root, your sacral. You can sense that in there is glowing these seeds. And this is the time as we stand on the shore of a new world, a new creative adventure. We are going into a very sacred time. The 33 days of the renewal of the spine, the kundalini, the earth and the sun coming back, the waters coming back, refreshing, renewing, Persephone rising from the underworld, the flowers being reborn, all fresh and new flowers, new life stirring. Now you are the genesis of everything. What are your wishes? How do they feel when they are complete? Go there now. You hold the stars in your hands. You are the pillar of light connecting above and below. The infinite pours through you in every moment. Your earth, Mother Earth body gives you the infusion of the full color spectrum, harmony, color, healing, rays, all that you need to create anything and everything. Your feet, your root go deep into the earth. You are fed by the minerals. You are the sacred pillar of light. Lamat, above and below, within and without. I am magic, and miracles happen for me every day because I know how to step in to my wish, the end result. I step into the darkness, into the womb, into the creation. I fear nothing. I accept who I am and all the love and wisdom, all the nuggets of gold and all the gems that exist inside of me. And now that I see this, I'm more willing to let go of holding on and fighting my limitations. No, I don't need my fears. I don't need my limitations. I don't need to believe in negativity. I don't need to. I don't desire to. It is not optimal for me. I let go of that habit, that thought, that neural pathway in my brain, in habit in my nervous system. I let go of that reality from my mind. And now I stretch out in the darkness, unafraid, one with it. Thank you, Balam. Thank you, Grandmother Jaguar, for walking with us in the dark, guiding us with your sacred vision to see through all darkness. Thank you to our sacred ancestors of the divine feminine in Lemuria, rising again now, coming back alive in even more ancient sites and temples, showing us how we are within the same frequency, and we will soon be sisters again under the moon with the dolphins, one, loving, graceful, peaceful, abundant. We are the light leaders of the luminous age of the divine feminine, balanced and divine masculine, and honoring all as you enter your body to move through your day. Remember to take a moment 2 or 3 times of the day to come back to this medicine, come back to this beauty, see and feel yourself sitting in that pool reflected with the stars, or see yourself holding the stars, or see yourself with Ishmukane transforming and giving you back your real authentic face. No more masks, giving you back a heart full of love, strength, resilience, courage, intention, harmony, peace, happiness, joy, gratitude. See and feel yourself with the sacred jaguar always helping your vision. Are you looking through the dark? Are you looking for the pain? Are you looking at the lack turn around, walk, silently choose. You know the wisdom is rising within you. We thank the moon, the sun. We thank the sacred serpent for coming this year and guiding us back into our bodies in a sacred way, that we always have our feathers to fly high in our spirit and dive deep in our bodies to enjoy our life in both realms and be one with the heart of the sky, the heart of the earth. As these merge with your heart, you now see and feel, I am the center. And then to your heart and to your body and to your day, take a breath all the way down into your tailbone, into your coccyx. Feel your rattles shaking. These are the crown chakra of your kundalini, your soul's blueprint. Wow, well, it was an interesting journey and fabulous. I can't wait to watch that tonight. As you're taking your moment to come back in, please do take your time. If you feel very, very drawn to the sacred, to the ancient, to the future, to the wisdom, to the codes, the mysteries that live within everything, pay attention to what you're drawn to. This is a very profound moment. This is a moment when we have every reason to give ourselves more space, more permission, more time, more respect, more honor, more love, more support. This new moon births, and in 2 weeks, the full moon is a lunar eclipse. So this is the gateway to the eclipse season. And I shared, so you can go back if you want to see the slides, but I really talked through everything that we were going to discuss about. I want to share that this dolphin retreat is during these times of the eclipses, between the eclipses, right after the equinox, during the Venus retrograde, during all of these things. So bar none, this very, very transformational year, March and April are the most transformational months. So just keep that in mind. What are you doing? Are you saying, I can't do something now? The dolphin thing is a very good thing to do if you wanted to do it, just because I'm not sure how long it will be available. And we're fine now, but it is a shift that's happening. The Wishes Fulfilled weekly class. If you are, I think almost everybody in the one that's just completed on Monday, we did our 2-month trial and of this idea of a sacred magic circle to manifest exactly what we're working on. We're living our lives daily, sharing, being supported by each other, meeting once a week, learning divine laws has been a very enormous success. That we are going to start the 2025 version, we're calling it, on Monday. So I highly recommend you join us. If you haven't been in it, just go to the shop.nanakasha.com, and you'll see it there. There is a very, very, very good sale price still on it. So it's an excellent idea because we have created a circle of such love, of such sacredness. People are able to be honest and vulnerable and loved, supported through every aspect of what's happening. We have people in every version of their life, every phase. Birth, death, dying, children, divorce, marriage, you name it. Okay, so we have moving, changing countries. So what is it? It is the opportunity to have a place in your life that says you're a creator. We're going to remind you all the time that you're a creator. We're going to show you day to day. We talk almost every day on the chat. You don't have to. However, you have that opportunity. You have all of the classes. We work specifically on what you're doing. We have teachings, downloads, and activations that we repeat that help you learn this process from a sensory, experiential way. It is very hard to learn something from a book, from a course, and then run to the next course, and then run to the next course. So this is the course. It is your life. It is doing things for yourself because you are the creator. Everything outside of you is a reflection of you. You can blame it. You can give it your power. You can say, they're the reason I don't have this. That person needs to do this thing. When I have the money, then I will be happy. Then I will go do what I want. When I'm done serving this, when I finish this obligation, that's your choice. So don't pretend any longer because it's going to create a lot more pain and struggle. When we go through eclipses, you leave where you are. Do you understand that? Leave. There will not be anything in your current reality in a few weeks that will be the same. That doesn't mean everyone will die and you're wandering in a desert, okay? You have to understand all the subtle levels that you live within. All right. You are light, you are thought, you are intention, you are divine, and you're human, but you're inside of form. Form only exists because you are looking at it. You've decided this gorgeous thing is real. Okay. So now the really fun part is not that, oh no, I don't want to be accountable. I don't want somebody looking at me. We're not that kind of accountability. Okay. There's nobody saying, well, who did the best this week? Yay, Susie. Let's all say yay, Susie, while everyone else feels like a piece of shit. We don't do that crap. Okay. We don't say, tell us your wins. We say, what do you want to share? Share ups, downs, in betweens, questions, successes, realizations, dreams. Do it when it's happening. Don't wait for the class. This is an opportunity to be in a transmutational, transformational, transfiguring process all the time because you are creating all the time. You're the only thing that creates your reality. You're the only thing that creates your reality. You're the only thing that creates your reality. Now, how do you implement? That's why I'm here. I can see, I know, I implement, I'm going through this with you, I'm manifesting with you, and I can tell you one secret. I would join this if I were you because it's dirt cheap compared to any other kind of mastermind out there. And basically, it is a mastermind. Okay. It's not a mastermind like, okay, you have to do things for this person. You come into a space of love. You're seen and loved. You can share when you want to share. You don't have to share when you don't want to share. No one's going to bully you. No one's going to make you feel bad about what you have or haven't done. In fact, we're going to completely transform that as instantly the minute that you share it to help you see that you're always on the right path. You're in the right place. Everything you need is around you. You don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to give up all of your things. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to wait and obligate to everything in the past. That's shedding anyway, between the snake year, between the eclipses coming. But we have in center of March, not in the center, in March, we have the equinox, which is balance. So right in the center of all of this, right in the center of your journey between the eclipses, going from one reality, one who am I, to another, you have this gorgeous balanced energy come. And all the ancients set up sacred circles and temples and pyramids all over the world, to celebrate the equinoxes and the solstices. Why? Why did they infuse the stones with information? Why did they write sacred symbols on them? Why? Well, they weren't stupid and they weren't superstitious and they weren't evil. That's the people who said that's what they were, which is our lineage, ancestors, history. Don't believe any of it. It was all written by people in low states of consciousness, full of fear, hate, conquer, greed, take it over. That mentality is dying so that we can see the earth again. We can see our hearts again. We can realize there's more than enough for everyone if you would stop being that way. So, in a circle like this, the sacredness is that you are safe here. Doesn't matter what else is happening in your life. You need a safe place. You need a sacred place. You need a place that is guided by an elder. That's what I am. Okay, like it or not, there you go. Grandma. I'm not an actual grandma in the terms of our culture. However, I am a grandma wisdom. I work with them, that's for sure. And what happens is that I get to be deeper on my path as you're being on your path, and as you're awakening, I can show you immediately or as soon as is optimal how to shift where you are. Well, if you've ever tried to learn a foreign language, it's so much easier if you're hearing it, if you're practicing it, if you're living there, if you're seeing it on the signs. If you're learning it out of a textbook or an app and you just like, here's your 10 words. I repeated the words. Yay, I'm a success. I got 20 medals. And then you walk around, you don't remember it, you don't use it, you don't relate it to anything. It has no way of staying in. It doesn't have a way of being a part of you. I want what you learn here is to become a part of you, to change your mindset, to change your beliefs, to change how you relate to yourself, to change your entire self-image, to change what you believe is possible in the world, to see all of your sisters creating miracles, to see yourself creating miracles, to start to understand that magic isn't something evil, weird, or mysterious, that you are the mystery, but that means everything within you is the mystery, and you are the key that opens those mysteries. You have to follow divine laws. Once you start realizing those laws go deeper, 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 and then there's no time. You are timeless. We are moving in an infinite universe, moving in an infinite flow. So all the things that I could show you are most powerful instead of learning a class and then running to the next class, or running out back to your life and then forgetting the class or hoping that you apply that class. I have been asking ever since I began teaching about 38 years ago, how can I be more effective? How can this be more fun, more quick, more permanent, more sacred, more aligned, more optimal? So my intention is always to open a sacred space to maintain those. I take all my training in the mystery schools, all my trainings, all my experiences, and all that I have had to transform to create the sacred space for you. And then you come in where you are. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter if you're like, I know just what you're talking about. Okay, open your heart to something new. This is probably, I believe, going to become something incredibly powerful. So it is something that you sign up for 4 months. Okay, you get all the recordings. You get to come in the circle. We start this coming Monday. Reach out if you have anything. There are some places, especially on the retreat. Let's see, where's my retreat? Here. So, and the equinox. So the equinox Mayan Sacred Mysteries retreat is going to be the most powerful one I've ever done. And they all blew my socks off, especially the one about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, before the world shut down. We are at that level now with the serpent energies coming down. That is what this represents. This is the temple of the 7 bodies. These are different than the chakras, but relate to it. So take a look at it. It's a face. I just learned this from my Mayan teacher, my Mayan priest, that it is the head. It comes through and hits the forehead. I knew this. This is a solar initiation we receive on the equinox. This is my picture. This is exactly what happens. But you see the 2 eyes here? Okay. So what is about activating the head, the whole head, as the sun. The sun that rises, the sun at dawn, has very specific energies. It activates very specific earth energies. We are down behind us here is the Temple of Venus, down a ways, where I go a lot. I speak to you, where recently I took a group of women and we have that picture where the one woman, these green light in a very specific three triquetra almost shape appeared in her heart. She went home after that and some other things that she was doing in the jungle with moon, women's moon dance, very powerful medicine, and told me that the sacredness that she experienced, the awakening, and this is somebody who's been doing this work for herself very intently, teaching and serving for so long. I'm sure 30 years or more. That this has the most special meaning of for her. This is the kind of thing that's happening right now, wherever you're called to in sacred places. Go, if you can't go in person, please go through pictures, through videos, through activations that I've done here. If you subscribe or look at the playlists below, you'll see all of these Mayan ones. I guide you through some of these initiations. I guide you through embodying the pyramid. This is what they represented. Also, what we want to remember is that the Chichen Itza, where we will go to see the sacred serpent coming down. So you can still join, and I really recommend you do. If you go to the website, you will be able to see the link to talk to me if you want to do that. Okay, that was like I had to think through the whole thing. I'm still a little bit out there with our beautiful activation we just had. This is helping me ground a little bit, though. If you give me 1 second here, I'm going to see if I can find the other. I think it's another. Oh no, here it is. Oh, goody. Take action. Well, that's very. Take action. Go away. Oh, all this fear mongering everywhere. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want this one. There we go. It's when you're in and walking in multiple worlds, which you are, and you're getting ready to do, and I'm doing, and you get interrupted by AI and on news or whatever. I don't watch most of that, so thankfully I don't have that problem. But wow, okay. So one of the reasons that this is going to be one of the most powerful things is that on the actual equinox, every day leading up to it, we will be doing ceremonies for the heart opening. We will go into the Earth Mother. We will be working with Ishel and Ishmukane, Grandmother Jaguar. We will be in the womb. We will be purifying ceremonies, cacao, inner child, waters. We will be going to the Jaguar temple. There's a pyramid. There's a video about that here. Going to do our Jaguar medicine, which is very important. Jaguar is also a symbol of Lemuria, so it is a symbol of the sacred feminine rising, the ability to be still, to go in the dark, to traverse worlds. And then the sacred serpent in the afternoon. So the morning will be at that temple. We just saw that is the face. So the whole head is being activated. And the pituitary pineal here. We go and, everything aligning. We are able to see that 7 times. This is a sacred number. And we will be doing whatever appears for us. Maybe something more magical will happen. We never know. Your magic will come to the retreat and add to it. Then in the afternoon, we will be at Chichen Itza. And this is the sacred pyramid that most people know of Kukulkan. And this is the beginning of seeing the serpent coming down, forming the triangles that happen into 7 perfect triangles of light that come down the pyramid to show the sacred serpent. The sacred serpent to the Maya is the feathered serpent and is the representation of sacred
wisdom, sacred knowledge. This is the sun. And all things feather have to do with spirit, the highest level of the divine. There's nothing evil here. It is pure unconditional love. So why would they build this? So that it would do this, not so that they knew when to plant their crops. They did this to honor, to receive, to be able to do ceremony. There are sacred mantras that go with this. Imagine 50,000 people here doing that 9 minutes at a time as each of these. Now, that's not going to be happening when we're there, but we will be doing it with our butts on the ground because the earth is being receiving. So Ishel, the earth mother, is receiving the light from the sun. That's the serpent. And Kukulkan is bringing, this is the sacred or the precious plumed serpent, bringing the head of the serpent carved there is always lit up with the sun, even when these triangles aren't here. And it represents the sun. And out of its mouth comes the sun. So I will be going there next week for the beginning of this phenomenon that happens for 33 days. I am going to be, I'm currently channeling, or, we're discussing what's happening, through all of this time at happening is that 33 days of the rise of the Kundalini, the return of the sacred sun, okay, your ancient wisdom. So this is the chance for you to reconnect to the light that is your sacred wisdom hidden in your other powers, your other lives when you were a priestess or a priest, when you had wisdoms for healing or leading or building. Imagine building this, okay? This door here, I think is the entrance to the sacred women. I'll have to confirm that again, but there's 4 stairs and other symbols. So many symbols are in this beautiful thing. This is an amplifier of consciousness, and to be there at any time, you receive the particles. You are receiving the particles of Atlantis. This is a replica of the temples of Atlantis. The Maya were seated by Itzamna, who was one of the people who was bringing in bringing the wisdom from Atlantis when it went down. So when we go, and this is actually happening, and we've done this other work up to this point, this happened during my last retreat. We were not here. We were at a different site. And this dirt devil, you could call it, came down. People were running. These are all from people's phones. These are not made up. You can go and look. It was about 6 years ago. And it went writhed. There's a couple videos where you can see the serpent in it. It went up and then came back down. It went around the pyramid in several places. It was definitely what we're talking about, the return of Kukulkan, the return of the sacred wisdom, the return of unconditional love. Okay, so this is some of the reasons why this particular Mayan retreat. Look at this. I mean, it's just stunning. Those are the links, I think, for those there. This is Sibyl Shaltun, which is the other place that I told you about and this is where we went down in, and she ended up with the light in her heart. This is the kind of thing that happens on my retreats, is very powerful transformations. You don't have to be afraid of it. We do it in a sacred way. We're very loving. We are moving to these sites. I go to all of these sites. I've experienced these things. I am familiar with the sacred magic. I work with the elements, the gods, the ancestors, all of the energies to make sure that we move through this in the most beneficial, beautiful, loving way. And that because we are here to be light warriors, is what they call it, is to remember who we are so we can go out and be love and sacred wisdom in the world and be something that seeds and helps create this across the planet. So I'll be sharing more about that over March. I'm going to be there quite a bit, even during the lunar eclipse. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Wow, I so enjoyed that. Oh, Danny, the Oracle card I chose is Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Absolutely. We have a beautiful butterfly. Well, there's butterfly maiden, there's different ones, but the Aztec have a beautiful goddess called Itzapapotl, and Papotle is a butterfly. And she's called the black obsidian butterfly. And at first it didn't make any sense to me because butterflies are so, they're so fluid and floaty and all this stuff. So it's very interesting to go deeper, because transformation, sometimes you have to cut the old. You have to look in the mirror. You have to let go who you thought you were. You have to look deeper into that mirror. So thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you soon.